the Korean War Memorial. Proudly stand. I am here with the last remaining Korean War veteran, Grandpa Albert. Say hello. And Miss Carol Walker, who's been extremely instrumental in just arranging everything today. She will tell you the story behind this memorial, how it got here, and that there's another memorial in Korea, in Seoul, that honors the Irish Korean War veterans. So Ms. Walker? Hi. Should we do a little, we're going to loop around and then show you. So I just want to show you how it looks like. It honors the Royal Ulster Rifles. And again, I love this inscription where it says, the people that walk in darkness have seen a great light. It's from Isaiah chapter 9 verse 2. And then another, so there's 3 sides that honors different. So we're gonna face this way because I think this is prettier. So, okay. So, Ms. Walker, tell us how this memorial got here.
This memorial used to be in Korea. The soldiers themselves, at the height of the Battle of Happy Valley, actually...
Speak up.
Speak up. At the height of the battle in Happy Valley, afterwards the commanding officer decided that there needed to be something to commemorate the sacrifice of the 157 men that had made the supreme sacrifice at that particular battle, which, as you can see from the memorial, was on the 3rd and the 4th of January 1951. So the padre was sent out on a task to go and find something, and he managed to come across a Korean stonemason, and they were able to get this beautiful pink Korean granite, polished granite, and create a memorial. It was unveiled at the site, the battle site in Happy Valley, on the 3rd of July in the 1950s, 1953, and there was a service took place there. Many of the soldiers themselves attended it, and they had the padre at the time, and he performed the ceremony. And the words that are on the memorial that you said, Isaiah, he actually used them as part of the scripture during the service that day and during the ceremony, the remembrance ceremony. Also, they led raids at the time, poppy raids, like Albert's just relayed today. They led these raids to commemorate the 150 men that had made that sacrifice and that had died at the Battle of Happy Valley in trying to give Seoul freedom.
Oh yeah,
you can see it tells the story.
Oh, it tells the story. I didn't realize that before. That's wonderful. But
unfortunately then what happened was, after the Royal Ulster Rifles left Korea, there was nobody coming back to visit the memorial, and HMS Belfast, which is actually ironic that it was HMS Belfast, happened to be visiting Korea at the time in the 60s, 64, and it was decided then to bring back the memorial back to Northern Ireland so that the soldiers who were still alive from the Ulster Rifles could still have ceremonies and could attend remembrance services of their comrades. So it was brought back on board HMS Belfast. It was brought to the then barracks, which was in Ballymena, and it was positioned there. Sadly then, Ballymena actually closed as an army base, and the memorial went into storage for a while. But people like Colonel Charlie and Brigadier McCord at the time were instrumental in making sure that the memorial went somewhere important and had that the honour that these men had bestowed wasn't forgotten, and the memorial was actually then given this very prominent place here in Belfast, and it has progressed over the years. It's been looked after. As Albert was saying earlier, there's a new path has been put in. People are able to come here and visit it, and the Ulster Rifles Association will come here and will hold memorial services and still remember the war dead of the time.
I guess I just want to show you that they put up that gate especially for this, walkway, because technically this area right now there's no pathway. That's the city hall, and it is in a very prominent location.
And it's so close to the cenotaph, which is Belfast Cenotaph, that's here to commemorate and honour the war dead of the First World War and the Second World War. And so it's so fitting to have it
Very
actually
fitting.
so close to the
So
cenotaph as
over
well.
there, Ms. Walker is pointing out the cenotaph, honoring those who died in World Wars I and II, and it's literally, you can see it from here, and this memorial is right here. And I just want to thank you because, and the one that's filming right now is the daughter of Colonel Charlie, who was not only instrumental in getting this here, but in Korea, they now have a memorial honoring Irish Korean War veterans. I mean, it's in Seoul.
It's at Seoul at the National Museum, because it's a very fitting site. It's where there's also memorials there from the Canadians, and all the other Commonwealth countries have now started as well on the back of what we did and what the Irish did with their memorial. And there's other countries now from the United Nations have placed their memorials there in the War Memorial Garden, and it means people can go and remember it. The good thing is that every year as well, the Irish Embassy still holds a remembrance service there, and people, so it's not forgotten. The new memorial, we spent a lot of time working out how, what shape it would look like, how the memorial would come about. It was decided that it wouldn't be a replica of the memorial that we had here, because it needed to reflect Ireland as it is today. Ireland,
That is true. This was erected in 1951.
And Ireland that we are in today, and we were in 2012 when we started with the project, was a very different Ireland. It was an Ireland that had started to come through the peace process. We have to give a wee something.
We'll end soon because I don't want him to freeze. This is Grandpa Albert, everyone. He's 91 years young. His memory is impeccable, right? Oh, before we close here, I wore this rifle green to match him, but can you sing Arirang for us? Ready? Ready?
Arirang, arirang, agariyo,
Yay! 91 years young. He's the last remaining Korean War veteran.
One of the last.
One of the last.
The last
Northern
Irish
Ireland.
one.
Yes,
Yeah,
an Irish
Last
one.
Irish
Many have passed just in the past month,
that's it.
including Colonel Charlie and some.
And many of the veterans that we were able to take back to Korea in 2013, many of them passed very quickly after their trip back, when you think about it.
So I want to thank you because actually Ms. Walker is part of a different organization, association that remembers and honors those who died in World War I.
Yes. World War I, World War II, and the Korean War
Yes,
as well.
so thank you for bringing The Guardian as well of their memories, and thank you again to Colonel Charlie's daughter, yay, Catherine, who is filming this video. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me in both Ireland, all of Ireland, and now I will be on my way to Wales. So thank you. Thank you. Bye.